Hello there. Greetings for your Sunday. Thank you for joining us for tonight's communication. I just uploaded a video of a spiritual film festival. See where it goes. I couldn't sleep for. I slept for a couple hours and I woke up in the middle of the night and just something kept telling me just to think of stuff for like another creation. We have the social network, which is doing good, and I'll post. I'll go through that in a second. And I have a couple other things. I have a video archive I was going to put out. But then I thought of a film festival. It's not a traditional, of course. I'm gonna call it a film festival anyway because I feel like it. I think it has a nice ring to it, and it just gives it kind of. I guess anybody can submit. There's no accounts you have to create. Everything's anonymous, and most things would be okay. Like some of the conspiracy things, like, well, either way, not everything is going to make it, but most things will. So I'm not saying I'm going to be watching everything all the way through. It's going to be crazy, but of course, I'll keep an eye on it. Let's put it that way. But either way, I'll get removed or whatever. I have like a report system on there if something weird gets uploaded. But for the most part, I think this will work out pretty good. I got attacked by, after I came up with that idea, I finally went to sleep and I got attacked by, I want to say it's reptilians again, because they don't want it to be known here. Yeah, my mother was there, but it wasn't her. It was like she was doing something, I disagreed with it. It was an attack, and it wasn't her. I know it wasn't her. So I also got a download of what I got more, at least another way of looking at all of this, where we're heading, what's going on, because not all of this. I mean, we have an idea. It's probably obvious. We don't always have the right words for it. So either way, for those of you who are new to all of this is ivanteller.com. Yes, if you're still here, the land of the strange. This is private sessions. We have openings next week. We're still working on this page and everything else. You have Google Hangouts, Zoom, and channeling by phone, and Skype, of course. You can also submit a question. I am at this point I think I'm on Saturday right now. So I'm about a week behind. So they submitted on Saturday or Sunday. I'm catching up. Tomorrow I'll catch up also. We also have Spirit Social. It's another marketplace. Submit a question, healing, past life regression. Message from Yeshua, channel consulting, 5-minute healing, spiritual connections, chakra healing from it, Miguel, healing for Nick, and Yosium, and her services here. I'll be adding more services eventually, working towards it. And we also have 5D Spirit Crew. Yeah, some interesting uploads here. I uploaded these. Let's see there. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, gee, that's weird. So, what is that line across half the earth? Oh, I didn't know there was one, but sure, why not? So, all right, that's the social network. Definitely thank you for those that are a part of this. Thank you. Also, this is the new site, the Spirit Festival, 5D Spirit Festival. It's I'll be launching the site overall, what it looks like this Friday. I'll give you screenshots once I have some. And we just see where this goes. It's all anonymous. So that should be encouraging. And we'll just see, just see where the videos go, what catches on, what doesn't. So it's just an experiment. But and this page is going to go away, so it just shows 5 days, 1 hour. Well, I'm not sure about the hour thing is right, but anyway. So, is there anything else? I don't think so. All right. Also, oh, I guess I should have posted that. I imagine some of you know of, maybe not, the movie The Game. Oh, I'll have to pull it up. Imagine, let's see, The Game movie. All right. So what is going on with the world today? All right, this is the game. This is where I'm leading into, basically. If I remember right, let's see, Michael Douglas is rich. He's kind of a pain in the ass. So he goes on this game. He thought it didn't happen, but he ends up being, people get shot, people get killed. I don't know if people actually get killed in it. But he learns a lot of life lessons through the whole thing. And the whole thing was set up, basically. You can find a trailer on YouTube, maybe find the whole movie. But basically, he's going through all these, he's like a snobbish rich guy, doesn't really care about anybody. And then he goes through, then his brother put him in this game. It's like a rich man's game. And he gets a different perspective at the end. And that's pretty much what's happening to us. We're not victims here. We're just, that's the way I got them. It's another way of looking at it. Is when are we going to realize who's here? And like the reptilians and other beings that are attacking us, I mean, I don't look at them as negative. I look at them as, I know it's kind of controversial, but I look at them as more of hard game players. Let's put it that way. They're here to push us into our brink, basically. So I don't think they're kind of twisted. Yes. They're twisted enough to kill us. I mean, to have us, we kill ourselves usually, or we get in situations. And it's, they can't really kill us, but, it's, we go into self-destruction and all that. And so the way I look at it, at least after my event yesterday, it's pretty much just a game. And it's for us to realize they are all here, and for us to realize it and just basically say, okay, I'm cool. Game over. You guys pulled a good one on us. And now it's time to, open the curtains, basically. And that's what we're doing here. So as you can tell, most people don't believe in any of this, but we're not told not to. And that's part of the game of it. That's the whole system, obviously. So when you start realizing who's here and you start poking holes in society and all of that, it's like, people getting stuff in their head, voices in their, stuff with the schools and et cetera, et cetera. And when you start realizing what's going on, the more you just break out of the matrix, basically. And it becomes a game for yourself also. I mean, you don't take it so seriously. It takes time. But like they don't want to be known. Like I made that festival site. So they don't want people to realize but that's the whole point of it. They look at it like reptilians as negative beings, and they have their moments, yeah. But they're testing us. And it's not just them. I think there's pigs here doing this stuff. Obviously, there's insectoids, all kinds of stuff here, Nordics. And it's just, they get high off of it and all everything, and we just fall for everything. So it's time for us to unzip our reality and take our control back. And it's just when you're okay with seeing, knowing who's here, reptilians and whatever's, you do like unlock a lot of the programming, not all of it, but you're doing a lot better than some that are still in denial. So it becomes easier in some regard, not all. Because like if you're in an abusive, say everybody's in an abusive relationship usually, it's there for a reason. It's there. Some people are in real abusive relationships to help others out of abusive relationships. So everything has a connection. It's not just done just because God hates you. That's not the truth. We see it that way. We think there's no beings here, there's no aliens here, and that's the gag of the whole thing. When you say there's no, when you really think about it, it's pretty funny when you think about it. It's like, yeah, most of society is just like, no way, that's just all a bunch of, no, you're nuts, you're crazy. It's like, so I even saw a YouTube video about why would aliens ever invade us? So, we let our guard down. They took over basically, and they've been having fun ever since. There's more to it than that, but to open up the puzzle pieces, like I said, the more chill you become. The more you get over the victim. It's like negative beings are trying to kick my ass. Da, 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 da. When you heal that and just say, all right, no more of that, things do get better. They've been doing that for a reason. They're kicking our asses for a reason. So just to get there's purposes for it. So, but some of them do get kind of out of hand, but that's that's what we signed up for. We made this world as hard as we can, to as difficult as we can, and we look what we're doing to our own race. And but when we start turning our minds around, for example, like David Icke, I was thinking about this earlier, that came back again, is like, is he a disinfo agent? Is he this? He's part of the cabal? No, his mission here is to, obviously, they knew that the ascension was on its way. And so David Icke became part of this and just gave us half the story on purpose. I don't think he's a double agent. I don't think he's out. I don't think he's a sellout either. Yeah, it's figuring all this out. It's like Ike just is laying it out. It's like, but not the whole story. I'm not sure if he knows the whole story. Doesn't matter. He's doing exactly what he's here to do. And so the reptilians are like, yeah, see, we're a bunch of badasses. You want to mess with us? Stay asleep. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we're a bunch of negative. We're just terrible. Stay asleep for the butter. It's another test. It's just another test. So when you look at it that way, it's all on how you look at things. And it's just, yeah, it's a theater, and we're the punching bags, but we're learning a lot from it. It's just crazy. And then when you think about it, it's like, but nobody just popped up here or anywhere, but eventually they will. I think so. It's hard to say when or how or when. It all has to do with who you are. It's like, you're gonna be cool with all of this, and you're not gonna go all crazy. So if you don't get crazy, you'd be surprised. But you gotta be cool with it. If you get freaking nuts, it ain't gonna happen. You're gonna try to make money off of it. They know they know what we're, they know what, they know if we're ready or not. They're not freaking stupid. So, and especially like the third dimensional human. Oh yeah, we got our machine guns. We're gonna go after these guys. Yeah, right. They can probably pop our brains in 5 seconds. Just with thought. So it's like it's just a game. The whole thing is just a damn game. The whole thing is it's us getting becoming a better person, or however you want to look at it. We have some positives to it. Obviously, everything has a reason for it. But when you start seeing the theater and the ones behind, pulling the curtain, behind the curtain, or however you want to pull in the strings, you take it less seriously, at least manipulators. You don't look at them. I mean, yeah, they're manipulators. You got to look at it a different way. It's like when you're constantly calling them negatives, like they're most likely, yeah, they got a twisted sense of humor, obviously. But they throw dark entities on us. They do all kinds like what the. It's like, yeah, I've had quite a bit, as a lot of people have. It's like some sick joke, but we signed up for it, so it's just like that movie, The Game, basically. Of course, he didn't really sign up for it. He signed up, but he didn't know what the hell he was getting into. So, or I don't know if he signed up. I think his brother just gave it to him. So here, I gave you this, and he asked about it, and he just ended up in it. So with us, we signed up for it. We just don't remember. So the whole thing is about this. Aliens going to show up, and they've already been here. They're playing. They're just screwing with us the whole time. And we just got to get over ourselves. I've said this all before in the past, but I'm getting more of an indication of how things are being played. Let's put it that way. So don't take it too seriously. But they are obviously out here playing. They're just basically just pulling our chains basically through the whole thing, and they play hard. But that's our. You wouldn't be here if you didn't want to play hard. It's like, oh, I can handle that world. You come here, you start crying like a baby for the rest of your life, for the next 60 years. You know what I mean? Victim, victim, victim. And that's not, see, it's like we think we can, it's like the Matrix. It is the Matrix, but it's not the Matrix that's in the movie, though. But that one's like boring as hell. But anyway, it's either way, it gives it kind of an idea what's going on. But it's not to be taken seriously. I mean, it is, but it's like, these beings can show up like tomorrow, but it all depends on how we handle it. So, yeah, it's just they put the pressure on. They do this. It's just more I think about it. It's just more I think about it, just turns into a big comedy show. I mean, we're the ones making a big deal about it. Obviously, it is a big deal, but we're because of our, you can say, naivety or whatever you want to call it, our mental thinking that we're out here all by ourselves. And that thought alone is like the worst thing you can think of. And it's just, I mean, they're not going to come here and kill us and all. They would have done that already. It's just all part of the show. When you just, I'm getting a laugh out of it. I can't help it. But, yeah, because last night had all these just, they don't want people to know that they're here, but I'm not sure if they can screw around with me anymore. Who knows? But they might. I don't care. It's just, I mean, I'll get through it. It's not a big deal. It's just, either way, it's eventually they're going to just obviously appear to those that are ready. I think so. As for it will happen to me, I don't know. I got some indications it might happen. We'll see. But us as humans take these things way too seriously. It's just obviously it is serious because people get killed and people are, because of what happened in Florida and our government's kind of like a big joke. But that is us taking things too seriously too. Like with the kid with the mental, I mean, if we got to get over ourselves so we can catch these things a lot better. And that's where the spiritualism helps, and it's just letting go of the crap that of the third dimensional programming. So, but it's all a learning process, and it's a serious situation, obviously, because lives are lost. But it's not them doing it; it's Josh Wilson there. Yeah, but it's still us. Yeah, I definitely felt like a break in the matrix a little bit. But it's us just transforming, basically. It's simple. It's like we got to get over ourselves. Like, yeah, we signed up for, not to be tortured, but to learn, to become better. And they're here to beat the crap out of us, basically. And even angels, negative ones, like fallen ones, and it just gets, it's just over and over and over. And so, I mean, yeah, at least my my advice is not take these things too seriously. If you're meaning the beings that are here, once you become more open to what's going on, like I said, the less manipulation will happen. You got to get over yourself, over this whole thing of just take it easy, just rest or whatever, take a walk, whatever. And get the realization that we're just, we signed up to have the crap beat out of us, basically. And then we're in denial that we signed up for this, that beings are here messing with us. Just, I don't have all the details of it. Everybody has their own contract to improve themselves. But I keep going back to the Florida thing with the shooting, but like with that kid, like forgive him, heal him. And we got to become more of a healing nation instead of this media, because the media it's just there to make this stuff happen more and more. It's just so gross. So it's a joke. The whole thing is just a big joke. And the media, I mean, even like religion's false spiritualism, it just gets better and better. I mean, the more you peel apart the pieces, the whole thing falls apart. And I'm starting to get more of an understanding of it. The more I get attacked, the more I'm not saying I'm going against, I'm just trying to open this up more, understand it for myself. It's like most of the time, like everyone else, it's like I have trouble here too. It's like I'm like, why I sign up for this world? It's like, God, jeez. The more I'm understanding it, the more I don't take it so seriously anymore. Not to say I really did before, but I'm really understanding it more. I guess I can say I'm seeing the true parts of the Matrix. And this whole thing about these beings being super dark and all, they're pretty bad, but they are approachable, meaning that I'm not angry at them. I won't throw anything at them. Now, some people might. I don't want to do that. I'm not interested in that. I am ready for the earth to heal. And I'm more like thanking them than despising them. Because what is that going to get you? Despising, have we had enough of that? Don't you want a better world? And obviously there are going to be some people here that are not going to take that well. And that's their deal. But don't you want a better place? I do. I want it better for others also. And the only way to do that is to chill. And that's the whole thing. It just gets better and better. But it's nothing to be angry about. Obviously, many are going to be angry, but it's just it's us not realizing the truth. And so we cause more problems for ourselves than we have to. So obviously a lot of people are in denial of this type of subject matter. Even Coast to Coast takes it too seriously, but still there's a lot of like-minded people there. We're still trying to figure all this out. I guess I can feel like I'm starting to figure this out more than I have ever before. So, like I said, it's not there for celebrity. It's just the more I connect with it, the more I just it's just them playing hardball with us, and major hardball. And you just gotta say, okay, I got it. And I'm definitely going to throw any hate or anything towards you people or the beings here, and let's just work together. So obviously, with every case, some people get attacked. I mean, I got attacked. I get attacked a lot too. So I'm just, it's on how you handle it. It's many different things to it. But the puzzle is opening up more and more. Let's put it that way. So it's not that complicated, even if some might look at it that way. But our connection with them is going to get stronger the more we let down all the fear and just all the anxiety. The chill factor, just chill, because they're coming. I mean, they're already here. It's just, are you ready to see them? It's like, I'm beyond ready. And I'm not alone there. And it's on how you look at it, because there's going to be a lot of strange things here for sure. And so if you're cool with all that, it becomes more and more likely, if you're ready, because they know all through you what's going to happen. They're probably seeing scenarios of, they can probably tell how you are acting, when's a good time, when's not a good time for a visitation, basically. But I believe we are getting closer to it. Not worldwide, because the world is not ready. But as I said before, there are those of you out there that are. And I think your likelihood of having a connection, if you want one, is going to get stronger and stronger. Like I said, it's on how you look at it. It's different reasons behind it. Just like I say, a chill factor. You just got to be cool with everything, with them and what they're doing here. It's just, I know it's like, oh, you're taking their side, they're causing all this. It's like, we signed up to have the crap beat out of us, and we're not always listening. And there's other reasons behind it, and so we're getting hammered. The idea is to stop the bleeding, basically. Well, that's what I'm trying to do here. And I think, don't we have enough chaos here already? Do you want more? No, I don't want it, at least. But when you see these beings here, we signed up for them to do these things to us. So we just have to have a better understanding of it. Like I said, the victim stuff does not work. It takes us a while to heal that side of ourselves, but it's going to become less and less. I don't know the whole story of it. I don't have all the answers for it, because some of them can be very, very brutal. That's true of child trafficking. That's true. That's not a funny thing. That's pretty nasty. That's true, and that's not good. So I don't know the whole story of it, how that's going to heal itself. But yeah, like that. Abuse here is terrible. Their physical abuse, especially the children, yeah, that's pretty horrible. So with that, yeah, these are pretty malicious beings. But like I say, it's best to have a, a, a neutral energy with them, because the more you're not like that, you're going to either repeat what's going on or make it worse. It's just the whole idea to be like this, how my demeanor is to stop all this. And going around being human, starting all a bunch of crap. Just say, you guys did this, da 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 da. Just, you want to make peace with these beings? Yes, I do. Then make it. You got to make it within yourself first before you can make it with them. So you got to, it's a complicated situation. I don't have all the answers. But some are just like, oh, those beings did this and that, da 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 da. And I understand that. But you want it to continue, or you want it to end? If you want it to end, you got to be cool with it. Cool with the being, basically. Like, you can talk to them in a neutral way, friendly way. I would say loving way. Because it's like, okay, can we end this charade finally? And obviously, these souls that are going through child trafficking and did sign up for it, they know what they got into. And not to say, it's a good thing or anything like that, but it has its reasons for it. I don't know what it is, but you understand. I'm not saying there's excuses to either way. You want to end this. This is what makes it complicated. But we got to find some way to end it. And this is very controversial, obviously. But we got to be cool. We got to basically be loving. You got to have love for yourself and for others, and not pick any more fights. No fights from us. They won't fight us. They'll still screw around with us because we're still feel like we're weak. You got to be strong, man. So Hopefully I'm making some sense here. Hopefully, I know some people are going to be like, oh, these people, these beings did this and that. We're going to pitchfork them. We're going to burn them. We're going to fire them. Good luck with that. So your likelihood to end this, what's going on, isn't going to happen then. It's going to continue on. And I understand where people are coming from for sure. But like I said, to end this is to end it with peace. And so we can heal the earth and move to the next level. Because I imagine many are tired. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired getting the crap beat out of you all the time? Well, nothing else is working, right? Well, the other thing is just to chill. So, either way, I figure I'll make this. I'm not going to do a channeling that is a channeling. And I believe we're on our way for a connection somewhere, somehow. It's all individual. I mean, I don't have all the answers or anything, but I know one thing. What we're doing right now is not working. You know that. We still have, the shootings, and I keep using that as an example, but, government's doing the same old. It's all just, it's fascinating. So this is the ascension. Let's start ascending. And I'm not sure what's going on with those that are very hard-headed, as most humans are. I'm not sure how that works. But I imagine I'll get a download of understanding it. So this is what I mean, like someone like David Icke and others out there. It's just let it be. Let your, like, I know people have criticism and stuff like that. I understand that. What I've learned is just to let go of all of that. I threw all that out because I'm learning like everybody else. Just throw it all out, and they're doing what they're here to do. If there's channelers you don't agree with, they're doing what they're here to do. They're doing, everything is working the way it's supposed to. So if you accept that and just concentrate on yourself, I said this before, you really do. It's like switching on. It's like turning yourself on. It's like, now I have a different perspective. And then all of a sudden, when I started doing that, everything changed. So, yeah, I'm starting to see things a lot differently. Obviously, I'm probably part of my evolution also. It's like for the channeling, it was a warm up. Channeling is a warm up. All Bashar, it's all warming up to physical connections. And I've had channelings of that coming through. And it's like, I believe it, but I don't know when it's going to happen. 10 years, 5 years? I don't know now either, but I do feel we're getting closer to it. I feel like I'm getting closer to it. I'm not sure when or where. I doubt I'm going to be driving when it happens, but it'll happen in the right place in the right time. So I'm cool with it. And it just, I believe I'm not alone here of those out there just want the I call it a charade or hypnosis, whatever you call it, to end. And the best way to do that is not to start any more wars. I mean, like when you start to feel these beings, and obviously when they're not going to appear to you unless they know you're going to be understanding, of just like, you're not going to, you're neutral with them. You're not going to be calling them names or doing anything suspicious because they see all that. It's like, oh, I'm going to be nice and I'm going to do this. They know all that. So that's what I mean. You got to be genuine, basically. If you're genuine, you'll be fine. So how many people are going to do that? Well, most are going to probably, when they start realizing these beings are here, they're going to be pretty ticked off. Obviously, those that with the David Icke crowd are kind of like that already. I don't know how that is. But like Jesse Ventura wanted to get machine guns and go look for trillions and all that. It's just, you go there with love. Like with Martin Luther King. And you're not going to fight, though. You're just going there with love. I love that with Martin Luther King. I mean, of that time, just go there with no weapons, out there to fight. It's the same thing. This is the same thing with the aliens. Just go there with love, and they're not going to pick a fight with you. Now they might screw around with you just because they see a vulnerability, but you got to be tough. I mean, you'll be fine for the most part. If you make it that far, when you actually have a physical contact with them, you should be fine. I'm talking about more reptilian, kind of the crazy ones that are here, basically causing the stuff. Because when you have alien contact, you can't just connect to the positive ones. You got to connect to all of them. You don't just connect to the nice little fluffy ones that have they look like little kittens. You connect to all of them. I mean, you might have humanoid Nordics visit you, but then the other ones are going to fall eventually. So that's how you make your ascension. That's how I make it. So imagine in first contact that you will have with somebody, it will be someone that you feel you got to connect, an Arcturian or wherever it might be. And so it's just simple. Yeah, it's all crazy. It's all insane. Yep, it's great. It's insanity, but let me tell you, you drop off all of this human programming and just get rid of it. And just, I mean, some of us, I've never really functioned well in third dimension, and I'm doubt I'm alone on that. So some need to because of financial, which is fine. Someone like me, I've just never had it. Me in 3D never worked. And I'm not alone there, obviously. Many of us just want to do whatever we want, right? Not harm anybody, just, we don't want to go by any rules, basically. I mean, we're not going to cause any chaos, but, and so here we are. Again, I believe we're getting closer to contact, though. At least, like I said, individually. But what I'm saying here is, not always easy to digest on how to do it, but just self-love, just know things will work out fine. And some are super ready already. So, but don't be impatient, just go with the flow, find something to do. But we are on the way of the awakening for sure. So what we see is the crazy people, but then again, we're not on CNN and Fox and doing all that nonsense, or in some church just talking about I don't know what they're doing. We're just here to to open the earth up. That's all. So no more suffering, to heal the suffering, and just let's move to the next level. No more suffering. We got plenty of that. We don't need it anymore. That's what I mean with these beings. It's like, do we need more war? No. So, all right, take care. Much love. Hopefully, I'll get more understanding of what's going on the other fronts of the manipulations. Yeah, child trafficking thing is, from what I got, is just a lower vibration, and there's other layers behind it. I might get more downloaded understanding of it, but that's a touchy subject. I don't know why connecting to that, but it's that's a sore subject, obviously, where people are going to have difficulties with these beings when they realize they're here. And like I said, it's best to just be cool, because the cooler you are, the easier this will heal itself. So it's like working with them in a positive way. It's weird. It's crazy. It's, I imagine we've all been through some stuff that's they're not happy about, but that'll happen for a reason. And we're here to better ourselves for sure. Yeah, it's all about making ourselves better, strengthening our souls, and being teachers of other worlds that have been through what we've been through. And that's what it's all about. It's about growing. This world's about us growing, and then when our world comes out of this abyss, we'll go help other worlds. So, all right, take care. Blessings, and I still can't get over it. And the insanity continue, but I'm here to undo the veil. All right, take care.